Well, you made a run in history and gave a good scare to them for a while.
Well, I was very proud of our team. I tell you, at the halftime, we knew we'd done all the right things, and it was a matter of trying to go out there in the second half and do the same thing we did in the first half. But you got to give Virginia credit. Their defense revved up a notch. They had two guys coming off the bench that really hurt us. 13 Gill and then Nolte 11. I thought Nolte's threes got them going, and you know, then it picked up and they just hit a few. We stayed the course, but their defense stayed there. But I think we see why they're the champions that they are. I mean, the fact that they, you know, when you get a team in a situation you're going down the stretch and the game's tight, a lot of times they'll get tight, but they didn't. They persevered. So you got to give them a lot of credit. Very proud of our team. It's been a heck of a year. The nation was able to see the grit and the mettle of this basketball team. So I'm proud of it.
What was that first half like? How exciting to be on the sideline, on the bench for that?
Well, you know, it's, to me, I don't look at it as a half. It's a 40-minute deal. I knew we were in good shape. Certainly it felt good coming in the locker room. I mean, you know, having a 10-point lead, then we got in foul trouble. Gillis got in foul trouble, then Badu had 2 fouls, and we had to kind of, you know, band-aid it a little bit. But it felt good at the locker room. But we knew we were in for a game. It's still a 40-minute game.
How big was it for this program? I'm surely a lot of eyes turned to this game at some point during the evening.
Oh, well, there's no doubt about that. I mean, you know, for 12 days, this team program has had a spotlight on, so people got to see it firsthand. And I know there were a lot of people thinking that this may be the first team, 16 seed, to beat #1. And we certainly had people on their seats. There's a lot of people that stayed up, I can tell you that. So it says a lot about our team.
And that turning point kind of come with about 8 minutes left, you think,
yes.
in the game?
Well, when Nolte started hitting those threes, it made a difference. And they reined them in.
You only lose 2 guys from this team. How excited are you about next year and what you have back?
Very much. You know, it's a great group. We've got a lot to build on. Now that they felt it, it's a matter of, you know, going a step further from here.
That first half, how exciting was that to be leading the #1 seed and be in a good position like you guys were?
Yeah, it was very exciting to get up to the lead like that. We expecting to get up in front the whole week, and second half we just let it slip away.
What was the mood in the locker room at halftime? What was the message?
Oh, just come out the first 5 minutes, like every game. Come out first five minutes the second half, and keep the pressure on, things like that. And unfortunately, offense, we tried to force and shot defense. We lost the fundamentals and we took advantage of it.
What's the overall feeling right now?
Disappointment. Disappointment. We expected to win the game and let it slip away quick, fast. And it's got to move on to next year.
You only lose 2 guys. How excited are you about where this program can go from here going forward?
I'm very excited. It's going to be another tough year next year because you probably won't get like a at-large bid, so you got to win the conference tournament again. So it's going to be a good journey again.
Take me through that first half and halftime. What you guys were thinking, being up like you were?
We was all confident. We was pretty confident we was going to pull out the game and continue to do what we was doing, but they came out strong. Well, at the end of the half strong, and they came out and kept on doing what they was doing to when they ended the half. So, and I guess we had a little trouble kind of answering to it.
Does it give you any pride that, you know, everyone around the country was probably tuning into that game at halftime? They weren't watching it already because you guys were putting a scare into the #1 seed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it attracted a lot of eyes and probably a lot of channels changed there, but yeah, we gave them a little run for their money.
Well, you gave them quite a scare there for a while. How do you look back on this game overall?
We got a lot of stuff. I mean, we were up 10 at one point. We could have just finished him, but you know, we kind of let them hang in. You know, we stopped guarding him all the thing, and I made a lot of mistakes. You know, overhandling. You know, trying not to take too quick. quick bad shots, back, so all those stuff. But I guess when a loss comes, you make those mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you don't lose. But I'm really just proud of the guys, how they played, how they battled. They weren't rattle at all. So it's a great sign, and they have a great future ahead.
Did the pressure start to get more and more as the game went on, knowing that you were closer to history?
Not really. I never felt pressure, and I never saw them. I never see anybody or notice anybody feeling any pressure. It just happened. They started making three-pointer shots in the second half, which they didn't do in the first half mostly. And they started getting easier to the paint, and they didn't get it in the first half. And I guess they got more calls, but it's basketball. There is no excuse for we got calls, they got calls, but I feel like they made it a mission to get back in the pen because that's their game, get in kick, and we let them drive easy. And at one point, I have this bad habit of over-helping sometimes. I feel like I gotta help all the time, and then they got easy buckets, and they got them going. So, but again, when the loss comes, you lose. There was no, if you won, we wouldn't be upset because we all believed that we could win, but unfortunately, and that's the reason why we came and played good in the first half. But I'm just proud of the guys, man.
Well, you're one of the two seniors. This was your last game here. Just overall thoughts on going out and finishing up, and just what this last year was like for you.
Oh, it's been great. It's been up and down, but I had a great off season. Really, I was ready to play great. It started in the first season, but then another injury in the book, back problem, but the guys kept me going because they're great guys and I couldn't let them down. But it's been great. It couldn't be a better season. Everybody dreams about going to the NCAA tournament. So when God gives you that opportunity of getting there, it would be better if you won, but unfortunately we didn't get it done. But I'm sure they will get me one next year.